Hello and welcome back to Everything's Fine, probably your weekly antidote to bad news. This week, we've got a guest. Oh, we love having a guest. And this week, we have a guest who's going to be talking all about music and confidence and motivation and well-being and all of that wonderful stuff. But we'll come on to her very shortly. We've also got Shelley. Yay, Shelley's back this week. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. It's nice to be back. I'm sorry I missed last week.
Where's sorry
That
you
was,
this week?
yeah, I think, I think that you two handled that so professionally though, that it was probably better that I wasn't there.
Who would have thought me and Stu could handle something professionally?
I know. I mean, Stu, he was so calm and measured.
Well, there were some edited out bits,
Oh,
but
okay.
but no,
Okay, yeah,
he was. He
I
was
only
on his best
heard
behaviour.
But yeah, all is okay. I don't know what it's like in Norfolk, but for some reason there is no air in Winchester.
I
There's
wouldn't
no
put them there.
there's no air in Hampshire. I felt all day like it's not hot. It's warm. It's like hot, but not sunny. But I felt like I'm at like the altitude of like 5,000 feet or something. I can't find any air. It's just so heavy.
But I mean, I know we're supposed to be getting the edge of the hurricane that is heading towards America or blowing itself out, but I don't think we're supposed to be getting that yet. So I don't know. It's actually a little bit cold here.
Oh,
It's not
really?
too bad, but just a little bit cold. It's kind of starting to feel a little tiny bit autumnal.
Oh no, it's been 25 degrees today
Oh, that's okay.
here, but just with no sun or air.
I think we've got to about 19, 20 degrees. So not cold as such, but it feels a bit cold.
Anyway, that's the weather. That's as far as I'm going today. That's as exciting as my last week's been that I'm talking about the weather.
Yeah, I mean, it's very
I'm playing
British,
it safe,
isn't
playing it safe.
it? Just, since you brave immigration, you're going to talk about the weather. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of what British people talk about. So we've done very well.
This confounded weather.
So this week we are joined by Kyra Poole. Now I should say if Kyra's sound quality sounds a bit iffy, and I've no idea at the moment whether it's going to or not, but I suspect it is. She's had problems joining us down normal routes, so my mobile phone is just in front of a microphone, and she's on there, and we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, we've had the best tech wizards on this situation, and
We haven't, have we?
yeah.
We've had me looking at a screen going, I don't know, really. Have you tried pressing the three dots? It's about as technical as we get. But we do our best. So let's begin. So, Kyra, welcome,
Jim,
welcome to the pod. Thank you for coming along.
thank you to you and Shelley.
Yeah, I mean you're in luck. There's no Stu this week, so
Yeah, I was relieved to hear that. I mean, sorry, no, I was disappointed to hear that.
So let's start, if we may, by you talking about how you got into music and into performing in the first place. Where did that all start for you?
Yeah, sure. So I was very young and I went to watch my mum sing at the tour. I thought, I want to do this. Then I started listening to the divas, so the Whitneys, the Mariahs, that kind of thing. And I thought, I'm going to practice and I'm going to do this. So I drove my mum mad, got a boogie box, as we would call it, a little karaoke box now.
Boogie box, fabulous.
Remember boogie box?
Oh yeah.
And I sang and I sang and I sang. And I then went for lessons, and it's probably the best thing I ever did in my life. So I remember my singing teacher saying to me, you sing properly, you'll be singing till you're 100. So I'm like, oh my God.
Do you take a moment to give a shout out to your singing teacher? Who was your singing teacher?
Yeah, so that was Giovanni in London, amazing man. And he did lots for The Voice at the time.
Okay.
Which is phenomenal. So, and that's why I now teach, because I understand that singing from your diaphragm is the way to go.
Perfect.
Then I went to Pineapple Studios for 13 weeks. My lovely nanny lent me some money, and I thought, I'm going to do something with this. So I went and trained, and a lovely lady spotted me and said, will you come and audition for our solo? I'm like, yes, I will. So,
why not?
Exactly. That was my claim to fame. And I played at the Players, so the oldest theatre in the West End. And that was amazing. I could have stayed on and done more, but I decided time to come home.
Fair enough. Back to Norfolk.
Back to Norfolk. And I did lots of things to help my confidence. So I went to the Songs of Praise, and my keyboard player at the time asked if I would come and sing the Songs of Praise. So I was like, yes.
Fantastic.
That was amazing at Thursford. Absolutely wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So they were sort of claims to fame. And then I met you.
You did? You did.
And then it all went downhill.
Quite funny.
Yeah, it went downhill, Shelley. No.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had great fun with Speak the Kid. Brilliant. And I would say singing and panto has brought me on in confidence millions. That's been really helpful. Then I started doing my motivational chats, which was confidence. Looking at what motivates me. So I know if I sing, it will increase my endorphins and make me feel fabulous. So if I'm having a down day, that's the way to go.
So when you're having a down day, you sing more?
I do, without a doubt. Sing more, do gratitudes, pick out 5 every day, that make me feel good.
Brilliant.
Do you ever sing anything that makes you cry? Because, sometimes when you're feeling down, actually, you do need to have a bit of a cry. So do you ever sing anything that actually helps to turn on the waterworks?
Yes, very much so. So after I was poorly, which I'll tell you about in a minute, I sang, there's 2 songs in particular. One was called I'm Telling You, because it was shouting out to everybody that I was staying here. And one was Titanium, which I don't know if you know the song.
I know Titanium, yes.
Yeah, a very strong, I'm going nowhere, I'm standing right here.
I don't know I'm telling you, though.
Sorry, Jim.
I don't know I'm telling you, I don't think.
Do you not? Oh, that's my favourite song of all time. So it's from Dreamgirls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dreamgirls. I love Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Jennifer, who's wonderful.
Mm.
It actually came from Jennifer Lawrence initially, I think. But yeah, what a song.
Fantastic. And are there any songs, what are your top songs that pick you up on a bad day?
Oh, that's a great question. Jim's on it, I love it. Definitely Titanium. I would say Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Definitely. Ibiza kind of vibes, anything dance. Yeah, anything like dance. Beyonce. Definitely Beyonce.
Definitely. How about you, Shelley? What are your go-to tunes on a bad day?
Oh, I don't know, I'll sort of go one way or the other. My music, I'm not very mainstream with my music taste, though, I have to sort of warn you, because I do listen to a lot of punk and things. But sometimes, if you're feeling really moody, I do actually go back to the 90s and some for some Radiohead. And I've started, though, in my middle age, at the beginning of being middle aged, getting into prog rock. I'm thinking, yeah, I can really see what my dad was talking about here. Like, you know, he was really onto something here.
All the classics. Wow.
Yeah.
All the classics.
What is it? Fleetwood Mac, though. They're not. I can never. Are they just like a rock band? Would you say, or would you put them in like the prog category?
Well, they evolved a lot over the years, didn't they? 'Cause you started
Yeah.
with Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, who were very much a blues band.
Mm.
And yeah, I would say they went through a slight sort of prog thing, and then they get to the Buckingham Nicks years where they're probably more of a mainstream poppy type band. After which I think all the cocaine caught up with them and they just had to stop. Is that right, Kyra? Do you know any more about Fleetwood Mac?
Love Fleetwood Mac, though.
I love that. That is absolutely brilliant.
So as much as I know about Fleetwood Mac in a nutshell.
Hey, that's good.
I think that's true. But I love bits of Pink Floyd from different eras.
What, you like Sid Bassett, or you?
Psychedelic era. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, probably the Fleetwood Mac song I listen to most is "Oh Well," I think.
Okay,
Because I
that's good.
do have a massive soft spot for that one.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with The Chain, though, can you?
Can't.
I know that's their big hit, but it is just, that's a really strong song, isn't it? That's a strong piece of music.
So anyways, let's move on from Fleetwood Mac.
Sorry, yeah, but it's not. This isn't the Fleetwood Mac special.
Yeah, just, all those people out there who have no interest in Fleetwood Mac at all. Let's talk about something else. Yeah, you were saying about being unwell.
Yes.
I know a bit about this, but I mean, let's fill us in.
Yeah. So I thought I was going through the menopause. In fact, I was 100%. I'll try not to preach too much.
No, that's fine.
You understand. We understand. We're ladies.
Yeah, it's a safe place to talk about the menopause. Don't worry, you're okay. It's an accepting safe place.
Brilliant. Thanks, Shelley. So I was going to the doctors, and I thought this has to be more than this. So eventually, because I was being very sick every morning, I couldn't stand up. My vertigo was all over. And I went to the doctors in the end and demanded a brain scan because I knew something wasn't right. I was then told I had to wait, I don't know, a couple of weeks or something. Had a brain scan, and I was about to go on the Dunstan Hall stage to 250 people. And the doctor called me. And I had my brain scan the day before. So I thought, right, something's really wrong. So, of course, me being me, handed my phone to my lovely hubby, Andy. And they basically said, we don't know what's on your brain, but we've got to sort it out now. So, petrified, me and my husband went to the North of Norwich. And I absolutely shout out Blowfield Surgery and Dr. Baines because she saved my life. And from Norfolk and Norwich, I was rushed to Addenbrooke's. And within 3 hours, I was operated on. And I had 2 small brain tumours and what they call hydrocephalus.
Yeah.
Fluid on the back of my brain. I was so lucky because apparently I was hours away from it collapsing, paralysing me, killing me. Yeah, awful.
Wow.
So, yeah, we talk about motivation.
Yeah.
Trying
That's
to think positive.
scary.
Hard, really, really hard. Addenbrooke's wonderful. And when I got home, I worked on my well-being, Shelley, a lot. So I was listening to lovely music. I was working on what I was stressed about, what I was grateful for. And I had to weigh 6 weeks to know if I had cancer.
Oh,
which was
wow.
the most horrific time of my life. Yeah. And I didn't. It was benign. Bring it on. So I feel so grateful, Shelley. It's unbelievable.
You still have to go through all that fear, and
Yeah,
it's even if it ends up okay, you still end up being left affected by the fear you went through. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to. My cat is going crazy outside the window, so it's like at this really. I will call her an asshole as I let her in. By the way,
I'll keep this going.
Talk about picking your moments.
So yeah, tell us a little bit, if you don't mind, Kyra, a little bit more about the comeback from that, because obviously it's an unimaginable thing to go through. If you've never experienced it, ignoring some of that immediate horror of it. Let's go to the rehabilitation and the getting over it. What helped? I know you've talked about gratitude and motivation and stuff, but what were the things you found really helped you to get yourself back from that?
Really interestingly, when I wanted to get out of the hospital, do you know the thing that really helped me, which sounds a bit random, but you'll get it, is that people around me were still in bed. And the nurse said to me, she's trying to get up, as in me, I'm trying to get up. What are you all doing? And it was the fact that I helped other people to try and get themselves out of bed. Sounds ridiculous, but at the time, it was just that little thing I clung to. That was ridiculous.
But you lifted the energy, did you, with the patients around you?
Yeah. And it really made a difference to how I felt, because I thought, whatever I'm going through, I can help this person today. And that's kind of what helped me recover, actually, because I contacted Brain Tumour and I said, I want to raise a load of money, because I'm thinking, I don't know what's going to happen to me. And actually, I'd rather raise some money and help others out there. So that's what I did.
Fantastic.
And
again, tell us more about that. What did you do?
Yeah, of course, Jim. So I did a brickmakers kind of raise money with the band. And I worked with other bands, people who had brain tumours, which was really lovely, because they were all okay. So we did that. I did for the hat day. So they do like raise money for a hat day, which is really cool. So we all wore hats, had cakes, had sandwiches, tea, of course. Which was lovely.
I am a little bit obsessed with hats, as you know. What hat did you go for? Sorry, I love hats.
So I went for a pink brain tumour hat, of course, which was perfect. All my friends wore crazy hats, but that was fun.
Sparkly.
And then I talked to ladies about menopause.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the women's group, the WWI. I talked to them about what I've been through, how it helped me, and how I identified it, really. So, yeah, that was quite... So I guess it's all a lot about helping others, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds that way, certainly.
Yeah. I think definitely that just talking about things, it really does, because I think that's such a big culture shift, isn't it, now, that people are more open with what we talk about, and especially when it comes to anything that affects like your mental health, trauma, scary things like that, because everyone used to be sort of very, you've got to be really stoical in a way, like, stiff upper lip, keep calm and carry on, and there's, and you just sort of think, like the sort of toxic things, toxic positivity, like, well, there's always someone worse off than you, and all of those things. But actually, we are more willing to sit here and say, do you know, that was really horrible, and this was something that I really struggled with, and then you turn it into something positive, because actually you get to sit with other people who are like relieved to find that they're not the only ones that are going through.
So true, lovely.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't agree more.
And,
And I think it was a hard subject as well.
Sorry, Kyra, do carry on.
No, you go, Jim.
No, I was just going to say, it's that whole sort of, at least thing that people attach to this. You've got this, but at least it's not this. Not that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not really helping, is it?
Yeah, I remember actually when, like, in my job as a nurse, walking along the corridor once, and there was this like very old, frail man being pushed along the bed by one of the porters, and he also looked like he'd probably had a fall or something as well, because like he was all bruised and he had a dressing on his head, and he had like full flow oxygen on, so he was clearly really not very well. And then he was going to the portal, well, you always have to be grateful, really. There could always be someone worse off than you. And I was thinking, worse off than you? There's not many worse off than you right now, mate. Like, you're allowed to be a bit upset.
Even if there is somebody worse off than you.
So got the right thing.
Well,
but I did look around me and think that. And I was talking to people with brain tumours, and I was talking to brain tumour research about people who were not as lucky as me, and I had people around me, someone who was in a wheelchair, literally did not eat himself, literally was just totally disabled, bless him. So, you have to look for, I'm doing better.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but it's all you can pull on, really.
Yeah. But you're recovered now? You're
I'm recovered.
Back to your old self?
Yes, very much so. And I'm having yearly checks, which is fabulous.
It is.
And I can now go and just live my life and be normal again, which is fantastic.
Which kind of implies you were normal before, but okay. I'm gonna let that ride. Let's talk about that, something a bit happy. Let's talk about the band. You mentioned the band. I mean, start off, give your band a big plug, Kyra.
Thank you. So, Addictive Mix, there's 5 of us. So, vocal, drums, keys, guitar, bass. And we do mashups from all genres. So, we cover all years. And we do pop, rock, soul, ska, you name it. It's a really good, fun night out.
Did you take my Wiggles Slipknot suggestion that I sent you? And
I haven't, but maybe I should now.
Very much like to hear it sometime. That Wiggles song definitely. Actually also mashes up very well with Everybody Hurts by REM.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love this. So, right, okay. I'm going to get on it. Get on it. Main head, here we come.
I'll be there. So the band's been has grown in success over time. Yeah, it's a strange thing. I was talking to my daughter today, who, would you believe it, Kyra, is 15 now. Yeah, she was listening, funnily enough, to Radiohead. And we got into the conversation about bands and what's happened to all the bands, because there's no bands around these days. All the top acts are all solo artists. You get collaborations, but you don't get...
Yeah, like Tom Grennan was on the news today talking about his body dysmorphia. I think it was dysmorphia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how music's helped him.
Spot on.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, and Richard Osman talks about this on his podcast a fair bit, about what's happened to all the bands and his data check.
Yeah.
For me, when I did bands back in the day, I mean, part of it was just that fun of collaboration and community and all that stuff we've talked about in the past, Shelley. And how much do you find that a creative help, but also just a boost to you and your life and your health?
Absolutely, 1000%. I call them an addictive mixed family, and they laugh at me, but I'm like, they're just wonderful. They're always there. They've always been there for everything I've been through, and we have a fabulous community when we get together. And what people always say about us is we will fire up each other. So we know when the other person wants to do something, whether it's a solo, whatever's coming up. And don't get me wrong, we've worked together a lot of years. But we do know. And it's a ridiculous family, and it's the best thing ever, really.
Fantastic.
Oh.
So yeah, that helps.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, just sort of before you have to go, just thinking about music and how we sort of have music all through our life, don't you? It's always a part of our life in one way or another. And then I find, you have certain songs that will play that will remind you of a point in your life, whether it be good, bad, whether you want reminding or not. Do you have any particular songs that really stand out that you associate with like any particular points in your life?
I think I mentioned Titanium, didn't I? Titanium is one I do with the band. And I think we all feel like, right, this is good, this is making me strong. I would like to do, and I haven't done it yet, What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger by Kelly Clarkson. I really feel I should do that. Any diva stuff. So we went to see Mariah Carey the other day. Like, amazing. And I think I Have Nothing is the song I would sing to my husband if we go away on holiday or, karaoke. Bit of fun.
Oh,
We love it.
Brilliant. You're also, are you still doing the writing, the songwriting?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Jim.
Marvellous. Tell us a bit more about how that's going, if you've got time.
Yeah, really good. So I go networking probably every third month in London. And I go to Notting Hill or one of John Saunderson's events, which usually includes producers, directors, that sort of thing. I was offered a publishing deal, which is fabulous, which I signed to a small company called Speakra. So I continue that journey. Myself and Mark had one little bit of luck with a Christmas song. But as you know, Spotify and places like that, unfortunately, are not the ways to go, really. If someone hears your song and they want to buy it, amazing. So I'm still on that journey, Jim. One of these days, I'll call you and say to you, VIP seats.
Fantastic.
Please.
Absolutely. I mean, it's you just need that bit of luck sometimes to get that break. Me and Graham could never quite get it on the comedy side of things, or maybe we just weren't funny. I don't know, but
that cheered me up no end.
But yeah, who knows? You never know when you just need the right person to hear the right thing at the right time, don't you?
You do. That's exactly it.
And you're away.
But you have to keep going.
Yes.
If you've got a dream and it's in your mind, I do believe you can achieve something, Yeah, just got to keep going.
I mean, the perseverance bit is amazing. I mean, sometimes, even occasionally now, we don't write much anymore, but every so often you'll see that someone's looking out for it, and our standard joke is going, "Oh, I don't think we've been rejected by them yet." We should do it. I don't have one of their rejection letters.
You're right, exactly. I mean, to the Beatles. Look what happened to them.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, who?
Well, Dick Rowe, all these years later, I don't know the names of any other A&R people ever. Simon Cowell and Dick Rowe. Dick Rowe.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And Dick Rowe, because he turned the Beatles down.
I know, exactly. Disgusting, huh? But no, you guys were very funny.
Bless you.
I had some good times. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had a lot of fun, didn't we, along the way?
We did.
Wonderful. So, what would you say for anyone out there who would love to, feels like they would love to go out there and perform and
Yeah,
do stuff, what would you say to them? What advice could you offer?
really good. Yes. So I would say definitely singing lessons, not just because I'm doing it, but because learning to sing properly from your diaphragm is probably more important than anything you'll ever learn. So I had a little girl come to me and I've helped her with her diaphragm. She's now got some lead roles and is doing amazing. So I think that's a big thing. I also had a singer come to me later in life and say, my voice is going. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, right, I know exactly what you're doing. And if you sing from here, so you sing from your throat rather than your diaphragm, and you don't learn all your technique and do it all properly, later in life you will suffer. So that's the biggest bit of advice I would say, and keep dreaming.
Yeah, well, that's all really good advice. I like that. It's proper practical advice, realistic, solid advice.
So if you want singing lessons, you can find Kyra on all the socials and check out Addicted Mixed Band. Who again, I think you're on all the socials, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Thank you, lovely.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere where people can go and listen to any of your stuff?
Yeah. So if you go onto our website, so www.addictedmix.co.uk, surprise. If you go up there, there's a nice mash from Dunstan Hall. It is very party because we've got a nice Christmas event going on there at the time, and we did a nice video. So, but do go on and check it out.
Oh, and are you doing the Christmas residency there this year?
No, we're doing some other bits this year.
Okay.
So we're at Waveney. We've got a Christmas ball. We've got lots of different things, which is really nice. We did 3 years, which was fabulous. And they were wonderful to me as well. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, you have to change it up, don't you?
Absolutely.
That's enough bit of advice.
Yeah, keep it fresh. Got to keep moving.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. We're talking of keeping moving. I think you've got to head off, haven't you?
I have. I'm sorry. So it's lovely talking to you both.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. It's lovely to talk to you. Lovely to see you. We'll have to see each other in the flesh because it's been about a year, isn't it? It was just before my birthday last year. We went for Kerry. So yeah.
Didn't we?
We did. We'll have to do. Actually, when you were supposed to give me some dates when you were free, so we could go again.
Well, I can after September. I'll be on it.
Excellent. September curry. I look forward to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That cat, she is going right out the back door, all the way around the flats, and then to this window on this side, just because she knows that I'm busy.
That is so I love it.
She's just that second. Oh, I knew she was going to do this. Stop. Get in. Come on then. You little asshole. Come on. Now get your leg out of the window. Right, I think I might. Sorry, right, okay, sorry. I'm just going to leave it open for a moment. Don't know why I didn't think of that before, really. It's just that if anyone, right, because I'm not meant to have cats here, there is not a chance that none of my neighbours know that I have a cat or 3 cats. I take it you're not keeping that whole section in.
No, I think I am. I really, really think I am. I'm not totally sure at the moment, but I think it's got an excellent chance of making the cat. Particularly the bit where you call the cat an asshole. I think that's going in.
I love you, but you're an arsehole. I think he's actually just gone back out the window again now. Oh my god!
Yeah.
They just need to talk.
One of our cats, she likes to do laps. So she'll come in through the flap, go through the house, go to the window at the back, until you open it for her and just go out of it again. And she just keeps doing that.
Yeah. And then it's like, aren't we playing a fun game? No, we're not. We're not playing a fun game.
It's not fun. I mean, play it in the summer when the window's open. Fine, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
We're not doing this in the winter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that was good.
Yeah. So let's do some wrap up stuff. So
Yeah.
thanks to Kyra for coming along on that. How about you, Shelley? You started to kind of tell us what your go-to cheer up tune is, but then you didn't really elaborate. You said you were sort of not mainstream.
Yeah, I think that's because I don't have one single cheer up tune. I think I've just got lots of different things that I like. And then suddenly, whenever anyone asks me, like, what's your favorite all-time song, or what is, I can never ever answer. I've got such eclectic taste. I've never really been into the solo artist, though, I have to say, like what you were saying earlier about how there aren't any bands anymore. And I know the all these people are really popular, but like Ed Sheeran, Tom Grennan, and all of those kind of bands, like when they're not bands, so all of those kind of things, they're very poppy, aren't they? And everyone loves them. And I just don't. I think the only all-time sort of solo artist that I really, really loved is David Bowie.
I have huge amounts of admiration for David Bowie. Not a huge fan of his music, though.
No. You see, now we can't be friends, can we? I remember when I was 15 and we went on holiday with my parents, and I had this like MTV t-shirt. Can you remember like all the like sort of like back in the 90s, and it was really fashionable to have like the like teeny t-shirts, like teeny bopper kind of t-shirts and things. And yeah, I had this MTV t-shirt, and my mum just decided to, when we were on holiday, to borrow it, and just came down wearing it. And I don't think I've ever forgiven her for
that. Is it the most embarrassing thing ever?
I mean, obviously I could never wear that t-shirt ever again.
I'm surprised you didn't burn it, Shelley. Well, honestly.
But even now, when I think about it, I still feel the stirring.
I can see that. It's really got you, hasn't it?
And what was annoying as well was that she actually looked quite good in it as well. Oh, God.
Just imagine that painful thing of not only has she done it, you're looking at it going, and you look better in it than I do. Damn it.
I think my mother's always definitely had a better level of confidence, and she's always been like considerably more glamorous than I am. So, like probably when I was going through my angsty teen points of feeling really awful and unattractive, and it's like, and she's like, well, I mean, I just don't understand because I've always just looked wonderful. Thank you, Mum. I've never really had these problems. I've never had these problems. I think
that's when your mum always knows exactly what you need to hear.
Yeah, you probably get that from your father.
So, I suppose that probably brings us nicely to a point to wrap it up for this week's episode of Everything's Fine, probably. So, what have we learned this week, Shelley? What have we learned this week? I think we've learned that music, performing, great for your confidence. It's I think that weird dichotomy. We don't feel we want to do that because we don't have the confidence. But actually, once we're there and we start trying it, that's when the confidence comes. So just give it a go, just enjoy it.
But I liked though also just Kyra's advice of actually learning to do it as well. Like it's not just something that it actually is a skill that you need, but you can learn to do it. You can learn. I think
Because the thing, even if you can just get up and you can sing quite nicely, you can sing in tune.
Yeah.
You've still got to learn how to do it properly. Otherwise, as Kyra was saying, you end up with problems further down the line because if you're singing from your throat, you're going to damage it. So yeah, take the time.
Yeah.
There's so many good singing teachers out there.
Also, again, just the amount of people that seem to be able to do amazing things off the back of going through something really horrifying. They're all out there.
Absolutely. So much of it is about that mindset, and particularly afterwards. Yes, while you're unwell, you're unwell. But when you hopefully get through that and get into recovery, a huge part of that recovery seems to be about the attitude that you get.
And just then actually trying to help pull other people through because, you know,
Absolutely. The power of helping others.
yeah.
I seem to have we touched on this in the previous podcast? I was certainly talking about it on something recently, and I think it must have been this. But yeah, the power of helping others is immense. In fact, I seem to remember in the advice from NHS England, it's one of the 5 things in terms of your well-being is giving, isn't it? Giving your time or whatever else you can give. But helping others is a huge part of mental well-being.
Yeah, but don't try and help others like Donald Trump is trying to help Ukraine. Maybe.
No, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do it. So that's important. And then, of course, there's music, and music's just amazing, isn't it? I mean, hell, I suppose even if it's by Ed Sheeran, it's probably still amazing in its way. But what it can do to us and for us, and certainly, I'm sure I'm no different to everybody else in their middle age, that we have those moments where a song will come on, a piece of music will be heard, and it'll just take you right back.
Yeah.
Bring all those feelings.
Yeah, and you didn't even realize it until you suddenly hear it. You've not heard this song for ages, and then suddenly it comes on. And yeah, all those feelings. I love that feeling. It's
I love
brilliant.
that feeling. It's one of the best things ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, go back to your old songs and listen to them again and just bring those feels back. It's a lovely, beautiful, brilliant thing. Wonderful. Well, I'll wrap up as I generally do by just asking you if you've enjoyed this show, or at least if you haven't completely hated it, please take a moment to like, to share, to subscribe, all those things that podcasters always beg you to do, shamelessly at some point in their shows. I was going to say at the end, some people go straight in the start. Because why not? Why not? Never too early to start begging. And we will be back with you next week to talk about, I don't know, whatever's happened really that week. But until then, keep smiling, keep singing, and remember, everything's fine.